Hi, good day. Welcome to the chat. I was almost going to say newspaper review. Hi, welcome to the chat. How are you doing? Of course, I still remain Iman. It's good to have you on here. Much more than usual to get ready for this broadcast. But welcome. How are you doing? Okay, so welcome to the chat. Good day, good morning, good afternoon. All protocol observed. I hope you've had time to rest. Welcome to this broadcast. If you check the comment section, you will see that the link has been posted. If you'd like to join the conversation, please do well to like this broadcast. All right. Apologies. I don't know what. I'm hoping I don't get to have a network problem because I want to have a good time on this broadcast with each and every one of you. So I'm hoping that network does not stand in my way. All right. We have Brother Nice here. Brother Nice, how are you doing? Thank you for being on here. Thank you for being on here. Thank you very much. How you doing, Brother Nice?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, and you? I hope you're okay.
Yes, I'm fine. I had some time to drink some water. I'm
That's good.
okay.
That's good.
I'm
All
okay.
right.
All right,
All
so
right.
let's talk about now those in diaspora. How often do you get to enjoy home meal?
Sister
Like the
Ima,
na-
we don't.
like
Yeah,
the native
the
food.
yeah, the native food is depends anyway. Depends on where you live. Anyway, there are some people that live in a country where they have access to all those things. There are some people who live in a very rural area that cannot have access to all those things. And if you even have access to them, they cannot be like the real one we have in back
Not
home in
fresh.
Nigeria. They are not
Not fresh.
organic like. Uh-huh.
Okay. So
So
so home is home at the end of the day.
no place like home. If it's not kidnappers, if it's not kidnappers that is there, no place like home.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. So you miss home, but nice. You miss home. You would say you miss home, right?
Of course, I miss home. Of course, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm fighting for good governance so that person we can come home. So
I know, my brother. I know. And our efforts will not be in vain. God will help us. God will crown our efforts.
amen,
But there
amen.
has to be efforts there for God to crown. There has to be something there. All right, brother, nice. Okay, let's get talking today. Thank you. Thank you very much. So on here, let's see the first story that we have here. If you're just joining us, this is the chat. Thank you for being on here with us. Please like this broadcast as we go on. As you come in, please do also like this broadcast. Share quickly, share this broadcast so you not go miss anything. All right, and also drop your submission on the comment section. Let us talk either ways, but let our voices be heard. Please let's do this chat with me on the comment section, or you click on the link right there and come into the broadcast. Let's have these conversations. Okay, let's see what's going to be our first topic on here. So we have this man. The story says, despite collecting 3 million naira ransom, bandits kills 34-year-old man and demands 100 million to release his corpse. See, this is you see, there's some things you hear happening. See, there's some things you hear just like that happened in Nigeria, right? So this bandit kidnapped. It is the brother that had an interview that shared this information with us, saying, "Good afternoon, my darling sister Joy Alozie. Thank you for being on this broadcast. Welcome. Click on the link, my dearest sister, and let's hear those sweet voice of yours, those sweet voice of reasoning of yours, Lady Joy. Click on let's talk. Okay, so this bandit initially started with 200 million naira. Amazing, right? Honestly, these bandits, in short, we've given them reason to think that, we can do it. Yes, we can. We have the money. Well, what are we going to do? What am I even saying? What are we going to do? Who wants their loved ones to die? Nobody. So people are going all out to pay for their loved ones. So despite collecting 3 million naira from this family, there was an attack. Police raided them, got some of their members and killed. And in retaliation, or in anger, so to say, they got angry and they killed this man. Now, this is somebody that his ransom was, today they say they want 4 million naira, they are giving. Tomorrow they say they want 3 million naira. That's the last amount that was given to them. Another time they will ask for food stuff and they will ask for like 3 bikes, but they gave them 1 bike and the food stuff and cash as they requested for. But then police, they had the fallout. They had an encounter with the police. Police killed some of their men. They got angry and they tied this young man that we can see on this young man on the screen. They tied him to the tree and they shot him. And they had the guts to tell the family. That's it. They had the guts to tell the family how they killed their brother, their son, their husband. They had the guts to tell the family that this is what they did and this is the reason why they did that. And when they say, okay, release the body, let us go and bury it, they now said that they should pay 10 million naira. And after paying 10 million naira, that they would deliver the body in 3 days. But nice. Let me hear what you have to say about this.
Yeah. So Buhari kinsmen killed for this young man. They are still asking for how many millions again to release his corpse.
You after paying the ransom. So now, if this becomes a pandemic, after paying ransom, the chances of your loved one coming out is very slim. Can you imagine? And then you still get to pay money to get the corpse of. Are you seeing what this Nigeria is turning into? And we know that this kidnapping of a thing has become gold mine. No.
I told you before. I told you that that Nigeria is already a free state. Nigeria is already a free state. I told you before. I compare it to Somali. Even Somali now is even secure than Nigeria. I'm telling you. Somali is even secure than Nigeria now.
That's
Somali,
unacceptable.
if they kidnap somebody in Somali now, under 2 hours or 3 hours, the soldier will rescue that person or police. But Nigeria, you are on your own.
All right, brother. Nice. Let's move on to Mr. Collins. How are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Before we move on to another story, let's catch your reaction.
I am back. Good evening. I am back.
Good
I'm
evening.
just back now. So it's nice listening to you and Brother Nice. Brother Nice, I really have to appreciate you at least for keeping system and company at least. That is very good thing for you to
Yes,
be doing, and
nice.
also keeping us busy too. Because whenever I come to this show, each time I hear your voice, I have to okay, you already take the first pause. I have to jump in. You understand? So I have to jump in. So thank you for that so much. I really appreciate so much.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Collins. You're welcome, bro. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much, my gentlemen. Thank you. Let's take another story. So that's it. This stories will be taking at things happening here in Nigeria. And now we have this other one. This says that I have a friend whose dad left a house for in Ikoyi. Well, she met this trenches guy. They usually would use trenches for like people in like places like Jegule, people from Ras area or low income earners. I don't want to offend any class of people, but just trying to give you an understanding. Or maybe you should go and get the meaning somewhere else and not put me in trouble, Joe. All right, so this Ikena Roland Izimora goes on to say, well, she met this trenches guy. They got married in 4 months, and within the first month of marriage, he and his family. And within the first month of marriage, he and his family were pressuring her to sign over the house to him as head of house. They are divorced now. Well, things like this. To me, I will say this brazenly, it is good to see things like this when you see a man or a family that wants to take opportunity. Or I mean, what do you mean by she should sign over as a property to you as head of house? Well, it is good that the girl saw the signs real quick and she took a walk. She took a walk. That's my submission, and I'm saying thumbs up. I mean, these are the kind of people after they've given everything, maybe the man will just go and, I was going to say cheat once more, cheat, but I probably shouldn't be saying that. But the man would just go and cheat. That, okay, I should also not be saying just when it has to do with cheating. Okay, so a man goes to do what he shouldn't do, and the lady is ready to burn everything after all that she has had to sacrifice. Well, it's good to see. This looks like a case of an opportunity almost being taken. That looks like that's what it looks like, and it's good to see that people are. Or do you think otherwise? Do you think, I mean, that is our tradition? A woman is supposed to submit to a man, she's supposed to give everything to the man. That is how it should be. Or do you think the man, just months after the wedding, 4 months, just 4 months, wedding lasted for, sorry, marriage lasted for just 4 months? I mean, that was too soon for the man to be demanding that those things be transferred to him. Okay, let's move on to another story we have on here. So this man says, this is from let me just go on to use his says Machiavelli 247 says, I gifted this man 2010 Toyota Camry, which cost me over 4 million naira, both buying and shipping, only for me to find out a couple of days ago that he sold it out. When I asked him why, he said he's sorry, but that things were difficult in Nigeria. I just didn't know how to react to it. I just hung up on him and I've not called him back to this moment. That was some bull. One day, he paid me gongo, but I gifted him the car. I knew for sure that he was not financially insolvent, so I just couldn't understand when things got that bad for him to an extent of him selling the car. It really pained me. All right, let's see. We should have a comment or two to take regarding. Oh dear. We're supposed to have a comment or two to take regarding this issue. Okay, let's see. What are my panelists saying? My panelists are saying something. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right, Mr. Collins. Now let's take this comment. This is from Nice for What? Nice for What says, fuel right now is 250 naira for a liter. Very difficult to get fuel right now. Plus, you have to bribe fuel attendant so he or she can attend to you after spending hours. See, I tell you that this is the truth. Now, this is not the person talking. This is me talking. I tell you that this first line that this person has said, I don't even know who this person is. Okay, this is a female by the display picture. But this is nothing but the truth. And the person goes on to say, please read up with me, read along. And the person goes on to say, bag of rice, 50K. Well, bag of rice is now 70 something K. Says bag of rice, 50K. A cup of rice, Nigerian rice, is not 240. It's not 240. A cup of Nigerian rice, 218. I don't understand what this person say. Okay, but bag of pure water is now 315 naira as against 200 naira. And etc. Cost of living in Nigeria right now is on the high side. What's the point of driving car when you can't feed or even live to your standard? Even managing is expensive now. Don't be so mad at your friend. Be mad at the economy. Dollar is on the high side. The economy is going through financial struggle. May God help us. God bless Nigeria. And yes, this is the only submission I got. Of course, you had people saying the friend was ungrateful, he shouldn't have sold the car that his friend bought for him and did not collect any penny, any dime. It was a gift, just to support his friend, and he shouldn't have done that. And some are saying when you give somebody a gift, you shouldn't concern yourself with what they do with the gift, that the friend is not a good friend. There are different reactions to this, and this really caught my eye because the cost of maintaining a car doesn't come any cheap. I was going to say most. All of the car parts gets imported. So of course you are dealing with the end users get to deal with importers, right? It gets to tell on them. The roads are really, 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 really bad. So you see, you have this very good relationship with your mechanic because you people are seeing every other day, and then the flooding, oh dear. So you see, you need to chop very well sef before you even get car or say you want the maintain car. But I kind of go with this person's submission. Probably the person is, looking for another kind of startup capital for startup, but I think it's something you should have discussed with his friend that bought the car for him. If you guys are that cool, I mean, for somebody to give to take out 4 million for a friend, to do something for a friend, then I think you should be having a conversation with your friend. Who knows, maybe we even let you know the business deal to do, or you could go into partnership. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I fault this man for. And also, these stories are not just for us to come here get stories. No, 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 no. I'm not a script reader. I'm not a storyteller also. Let us also learn. There are ways that this can be applied into our own lives. There are ways that we can channel the stories like this. This is the thing that the friend did was a wonderful thing, marvelous thing. The thing that the man did, because if you live in Nigeria, you will not blame the man. Fuel right now is 250 to a liter. That's some places, and before you would even get it, I mean, I was watching one of the broadcasts and I heard Mr. Nigeria say the queue looks like it is never going to get to your turn, that he had to sort somebody to push him. I heard him saying that's it. You just have to keep that extra money, and this is somebody that you already said does not have money. You are trying to support him, and then there is the police that you have to, because they just think that if, I mean, you have a car, it means you are doing well, it means you are doing better, and you should be able to support people. And God forbid your car stops in places like Oshodi. I think because I've seen it yesterday, I saw it happen to someone, and it also happened to me one time. You would see in less than 2 minutes, you will see the least you will see will be 5 boys gather you. They're not helping you to do anything. They're just standing there waiting for you to give them money. And they say, "Oga, 10,000." They say, "Why your car stop for here?" You say, so you say, "Now our place be this, now our own road be this. As your car stop here, you go sort us." Now they're not helping you to tow. They're not helping you to push. They're not helping you to do anything. That your car stop there. They're just waiting. And once you give them that money, they disappear. Once you give them that money, that's it. You will not see anybody there again. That's it. Everybody is gone. So I wouldn't blame the friend for doing this. I wouldn't blame the friend. I want us to have a conversation on this. So I was saying that if the friend was thoughtful enough to do this, he just should have told the friend about this. Discuss with the friend, and this looks bad. The friend, I hope the friend will be able to forgive and will be able to understand or be able to reason from where this person is coming from. All right, let's move on to another story. Okay, yes, yeah, we have this story. FS Yusuf tweeted the other day, says, "Hello at Inec Nigeria. We are going into 2023 election with underage voting from the north." Okay, Nambella said that's the English on the broadcast is too much. So Inec just they try talks. No, Yusuf they try call out Inec. They say, "Shey this 2023 election we see say na only adults, so children too go dey follow us vote." Now we are not going to act like this is coming as a surprise. This happens every time, every year. We keep seeing pictures or videos of underage children voting or being taught, or mock examination on how to go about the process and all that, and it is happening again. So INEC is disguising, they're coming to make it look like we are putting in effort, the beavers and all of those things. And now you see, truly for Nigeria to be better, you and I have to, we can't just see that INEC is acting like they're the most busy and they're doing, or they have the interest of Nigerians at heart. Yet this thing is going on. Yet these things are happening there. All right, let's take more slides from that. When we come back, we'll continue with our comments section. Thank you very much. Please, if you are just joining, do well to like this broadcast. I beg, if you are just joining, do well to like this broadcast. Thank you very much. People, please look at the faces of these kids and check the date of birth. Now, all of us are going to be doing this. We have some pictures here with the date of birth, and let's analyze these things together. All right. How were they? how are they don't deem invalid registrations? This is unacceptable. That is saying small children and putting them and using age of adults with small, well, make all of us see the people wey INEC talk say be 29, be 30 years old, be 28 years old. All of us now go talk and shebi all of us will be mama and will be papa. So INEC no go just say na only dem don see children before for their lifetime. Let's move on. This Keku the Hustler says it has become very obvious that INEC Nigeria has no intention of delivering a credible, free, and fair elections. Can INEC explain how it is possible that one person appears on the register 3 times with 3 different VINs? This is preposterous. Okay, all right. Okay, this is another one we have here. Apologies. This one goes on to say that INEC has refused to allow God use. INEC have refused to allow God use them. Going through the voters' registers, we came across this. Even a blind man can see these two are children below the voting age. Why did INEC officials register them? I mean, these people were not registered by computers. These people were not registered by computers. Somebody took their time to register these children. So you know, it is not error. That's what I'm trying to say. It is nothing close to being error. These small children sat down. Let's move on. Okay, INEC's biometric software that invalidated 35.4% of newly registered voters from the Southeast and 35% from South skipped this underage 1992 series of voters in the North. Echo one Nigeria, oh, this our one Nigeria. It will happen. It will happen whether they like it or not. All right, let's take a look at this one. We have here Amos Joshua. Amos Joshua is date of birth is 1992 and is a male. 1992 would mean that this young man is how old?
I think that should be 22 years.
It cannot be 22 years now. That's
no,
30.
I'm just telling you. No, I just calculate 1992 to this year now. That is 22 or 23.
Look at the boy's face.
This boy never reached 16 years. This boy never reached 16 years.
Just look at the Alimajiri that they went to pick for this. Okay, let's keep going. This is another one. This is Akali Kelu. This is 1992 again, and they say it is male that is here. It is male that is this one that we are seeing here. All right. My people, I hope please this is a good time to share this broadcast. Invite someone, let them come and see. This is a national call out to INEC. Who sat down? They should also produce the person that registered these people. It is not about taking these people and correcting it. They need to show us their faces and let's see what is being done to these people. How can you bring out this age and you are telling us that? So these are the ones. So these are the numbers that they keep using to deceive the entire Nigeria. These are the numbers that they say the North has numbers. The North has numbers.
This one where they see so now small. You get some of them self now Lebanese people face like they.
But nice. That one was so. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's keep seeing what these people are showing us. We have another person on here. This is Abdul James. There goes another 1992 male, and we have they're all the same. I mean, are you counting? This is the 4th slide that I have shared on here. This is Dawuda Paul. This is also a 1992. This series are meant for just the 1992s. Now, this is one person that was registered with 3 names. This is in this place. Oh, they even use the same name. They didn't even bother to even change the name. They didn't even want to even stress themselves. Oh, they're not even rate us. So Abubakar, Aisha, and VIN here ends with 78. But the VIN on this second slide ends with 26, and the VIN on the third slide ends with 91. The same person. This one was born in 1994. Abubakar, Aisha, the same person that has three. Oh dear. So this one now get three different fingerprints. All right. So Nigerians, you are seeing what INEC is doing. Are we calling out INEC or are we trusting INEC? We don't, at this, we cannot even trust INEC. INEC, we thought you people are going to join hands with us to make Nigeria a better place. But it looks like, well, it looks like we are going to be on our own on this. Let's catch reaction on the comment section. To those on the comment section, of course, we are here. Mommy Diaspora says that is 30 years. So all those small children, where would they see? So then they try to tell us in at 30-something years old, people be that, hey, INEC. So all this 90, all right, Johnson says that this information, go to their portal. Please click on it, go to their portal. Everybody should go to INEX portal. Everybody should go to INEX portal. Yes, everybody should go to INEX portal. Let's be having these conversations with it. Why? So this conversation, if these things are not real, they always come out looking first until we wake up one day and they say the numbers again, from where to where, which numbers, the numbers of this, are these the ones? And there are videos online circulating of mock examination of these people using the beavers, learning how to. So come on, let's have this conversation. Ezewago says, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. All right, thank you for giving a shout out to everybody on here. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you for being here. Mommy Diaspora, Mama Jerez, thank you. God bless. Thank you for being here. Victor says INEC is a fraud. We need to start shouting now. Rita Obehi says, God help Nigeria. About this one, we go help ourselves. We go drag INEC left and right. How is it that the machine was able to detect and take that double registration in the south, in the southeast, but child registration, underage registration, and even triple registration going on here? Haba. INEC is supposed, the eye in the INEC is independent. Do they not understand what that means? Just Emmanuel says, I hope it's fake news. So every election year, we are hoping it is fake news until that day comes and we see them all in their numbers. All right, let's see what other comment. Really good day to you too. How are you doing? It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you. Good day to you too, Osagovo. Thank you. Joy Udoka, thank you for being on this broadcast. Thank you to each and every one of you. Please do well to like this broadcast. Share, and invite someone. Also support us, please. Thank you. Also support us. Thank you very much. All right, we'll move on. We'll catch reaction to the stories. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have this from Celine Dion. AJ says, until we all agree to true federalism, all these manipulations from the north will never cease. How could a particular region all daring the rest every time? It's true, every time they use numbers as a weapon, every time. And then we come to know that the numbers are numbers of people that are not even credible, that shouldn't be credible voters. We will not say this is the first time it is surfacing. So if it is not real, so who goes to the north to now pack small children to come and form fake news online? Who has time to do that? All right, we have here, how could a particular region all daring the rest every time? We are really not serious in fixing this country. Let every state go make their money and control their resources. No more sharing of national cake at Abuja. Simple. Honestly, this is vexing. INEC, we are using our blood and our sweat to build a new Nigeria. And this is what you are doing because of plenty thousands of dollars. Honestly, it looks like it's going to take more than voting. It looks like it's going to take, the people of Nigeria wants to do this peacefully by allowing their votes count, but it looks like INEC and the government and the political lords, wants more blood to spill. And if it is how they want it to go, see, it's either they allow this voting thing be done peacefully, right? Be done how it should be, or they allow it go the other way, because as it is, Nigerians are demanding their country. The people who this is all that they have, they are going to fight for it, whether they like it or not. So unless the authorities are going to say enough of the bloodshed on our land, or they are going to prove to us that truly the people in government are the enemies of the state. And of course, we blame ourselves every day for this, for allowing the enemy of Nigeria, the enemies of Nigeria to rule the country. You cannot tell me that the people ruling the country have the best interest of Nigeria at heart, and the country is like this. Look at somebody whose friend did something good for them. The friend did something good for him by buying him a car, but the guy cannot even maintain or keep the car because of the hardship in Nigeria. Why you take the drive car when your children never chop? Who go take care of the car? Have you seen the roads in Lagos? Have you seen the roads in Nigeria? Is it the same car that they are kidnapping people from, shooting people? Now, this one that has nothing, his friend that helped him, if he goes, let's say he's among the casualties of the Lagos-Ibadan expressway, is he going to call his friend to come and help him fix windscreen? Or call his friend that they kidnapped him while he was... I mean, it's really bad. You don't understand. It's really, really bad. Bad enough that we are buying fuel 250 naira per liter. You will still have to queue endlessly. And of course, you still have to sort the full attendants. And my boss go and start claiming rights there. You go there, nobody go answer you. And the ones that are ready to sort and move so that they can go and do other things are there. We should be having this conversation. We should be sharing this broadcast. We should be sharing these files. We should go and check the. I mean, we were there when we all heard when Inec said they'll be opening their portal, they'll be releasing the accredited voters, and people took time to go through those that has been accredited. Millions of people that has been accredited. I'm sure they didn't think that Nigerians would be doing that, and they found that. And of course, this cannot be the only reaction. Let's take other reactions from Nigerians. And this one says, this is from Grocery Metrics, and it says, "My goodness, the corruption runs deep at Inec Nigeria. Make una allow God and a good conscience allow una do the right thing for a better Nigeria." This is from Chigoze. It says that Inec Nigeria is hell-bent to rig this election. This is from Lame Giroth. Says, Inec Nigeria, you are the biggest problem in Nigeria, underage voters. No. Princess Obianuju 28 says, at Inec Nigeria, you have some questions to answer. May God no punish una generation. And this is from J10. J10 says, this was what I meant in my comments on your post. Underage voting has been packaged to favor the North, and the new system has nothing in place to frustrate this. Okay, we go let people know, say we the people are the system, and we will frustrate it. That is why we are bringing it out, and that is why we will keep talking about this. This is going to come up in the evening. This is going to come up tomorrow. This is going to come up every day. We will embarrass them. We will drag them. We will call them out, because this is the only way. There are some matters that we shouldn't bring up here. For the sake of posterity, so that the other countries will not use it to laugh at us. So that they say make we they hide small shame. No be everything that they bring come outside. But no, our leaders and gas coconut head. I know they hear what. If you don't bring them out here and drag them out here for the whole world to see, they know they hear us. So we will do this. No. We will do this. And they're coming out telling us rubbish about double registration. And we're like, nice one. People are doing double registration. And you're not giving people PVC. You're saying you registered twice, it was cancelled. Meanwhile, you took time to go and register small children. And you dare to look at Nigerians and make us feel like we are foolish. Look at those small children that you're coming to tell us that 1992. No. We have slept for too long, Nigeria. We have slept for too long. Let's finish with our submission on here. Let's move to the next one. This one says, Eric Jamal Williams says, 104, 105, 106, same person. Haba, Inec Nigeria, fear God. Though. I said they don't even try to. The same person. I was even saying they changed the name. The same name. It's just the VIN, just the three last digits. I just called out the three last digits. Of course, all the digits are not the same. The same person. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, we have, this is from Ozioma, says, Inec Nigeria, what explanation do you people have for this? To think you guys stopped card registration for over 6 months now. Ogunde kill una, I've been a rat where una won't suffer for. We have Vivian Chris that one says, these are the voters Reno, Atiku, Dino is confident about. As it is always all about Atiku winning votes in the north. Inec is corrupt at Inec Nigeria. They are working for the ruling party. They are turning blind eyes so many things happening. Only God will deliver Nigeria in 2023 election. And then Pineapple 43 says, Inec Nigeria, come and explain to us how the North keeps getting multitude voters card. Honestly, it happens every. I'm not making this up. We cannot say we are hearing this for the first time. Why we are making so much fuss about this? And I have seen. You know that right now, this is a very delicate period, season. Even the elections are not business as usual for Nigerians. And you dare to want to play us like this. You want to dare to do business as usual. No, now you two you go collect INEC. You two you go collect. All right. Bridget Gold, one of the most civil people out there, says, INEC Nigeria, kindly clarify this, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Just one more. Just one more, and then we'll begin with submissions on here. Then we have this one says. This is from I am Ifeoluwabumi, says at INEC Nigeria, if you refuse to address this nonsense, we will occupy all your offices nationwide. This is not a threat and this is not a joke. The future of this nation is about to be decided in 2023. And if you are not ready to conduct a free, fair, and credible election, tell the people of Nigeria now. We cannot trust you this way. This is not what we are hoping to see. If you fail to address these new irregularities, we will occupy your offices nationwide. This is a promise, and you can take this to the bank. And DJT says, dear at INEC Nigeria, give us a credible election. We are tired of suffering. Stop the rigging. Yes, INEC Nigeria, hashtag stop the rigging. You people are the greatest problem in Nigeria. Honestly. Charming Monkey says at INEC Nigeria, share you they whine us. The INEC they whine us, so and then they really whine us. And this is from Adan Napis. Adan Napis says INEC Nigeria is part of Nigeria's problem. We ask God to intervene, even if it remains one vote for Peter Obi to win. God will do it for us. Goodness gracious, goodness gracious. INEC. All right, thank you. We have just one last topic for the day before we move on to submission proper. So we have this young boy. It's amazing. This is one story that has really caused controversy. And when somebody say, I am not understanding, that is what this story is about. 16-year-old boy alleged to have raped 16-year-old boy rapes brother's wife and 9 other ladies in Ondo State. So the question is, how is this 16-year-old boy able to? The boy gave his recount. He said when his brother's wife was sleeping, he went to the room and he saw that she was unclad, and he made his way with her, and she's saying that she only got to know when he was done. And hello, excuse me, you only got to know when he was done. And there are cases of him, having gone to girls' hostel in the university, and this set to have even happened to ladies within the age of 14 to 25, about 9 of them that he said to have carried out such illicit act on, and that he has been caught once or twice, that they just beat him and allow him to go, or some they don't do nothing about it. And 16 years old, 16 years old. More. But nice. All right, over to you, our dear country.
Missima, you see this last one where you just talk right now, This one, you're the make headache, they catch me. This last one where you just finished right now.
What's funny? Why are you laughing like that?
This one reach where they laugh put. All those women where thought say they don't know, all of them, they are bekus, they scratch them. They give the boy bekus, they eat. They call they tell us say he rape them. Look at me, this Nigeria, make them not they fool themselves. Now people where they are bekus, they scratch. The boy have the scratch them. They call they tell us say the boy rape them. So make them just forget all those things where they call they tell us. That one and for that one. That one not even serious. That one not the serious case. Now Buhari case now we want fight so, and the Tinubu. You understand? So for that first one you were saying, you know, when that boy was complaining that he bought a SUV for his friend and the friend sold the SUV. That his friend self, he even get wisdom. Person where did this condition, person that is in this condition right now, that you know you don't even call that person
Brother
to ask
Nice.
brother, what do you want me to do for you? It's just exactly what you said. That guy's supposed to ask his friend, what do you want? You don't know if car is that guy's problem, is what it needs right now. You don't know if the guy don't even have anything at home to eat. You are buying him SUV. The SUV you want to eat maybe with his family. Eh? Instead of you to use that money to establish some business for that person, teach her how to catch fish. Now so you're supposed to. If I want to help anybody for this kind of situation right now, I would to assist any person in Nigeria right now, not to go and buy that person mansion or SUV, is to open any business for that person where that person will feed from. That's what you have to do. Something that will multiply, so that person will from there we have this way or have a means to feed his family and feed himself. That is the way to go. Not to go buy SUV will go ride under 1 year, everything will scatter. You don't see the right SUV with an empty stomach. So people should use wisdom. Now just common sense. Now you don't sell and they complain say the thing pay now. You know. So this Inec registration issue, whether they go carry children come from a different neighboring country. These things have been happening for many years. Now, so the Buhari and all of them take come to power. So Inec himself have been doing it for many years. So he's used to it. You know, they see it as new thing, Inec. He don't see it as new thing anymore. Because him himself is used to it, Inec. So that is why if he is registering kids, for him, it's normal to him. It's just that we are seeing it that is strange. But to Inec, he is used to it. All the previous leaders that have come into power, this is how they come into to power. Registering kids. Kids has been voting in Nigeria this election for many years. Abi, you want to tell us the one where they brief for neighboring country? All those 9 year children where they see all those northern leaders, all those 9 children where they go to marry, all those little brides where they go to marry 9 years old, 10 years old where they marry from neighboring country. Now all those elections, now all of them they use and they bring. When election time don't come, all of them they vote. All those children where they go to marry from neighboring country. Or that
So
not,
maybe because Nigeria has accepted or has decided to wash their hands off their underage marriage, they think that we are going to allow underage voters. This is one that concerns, well, all of them concerns us. But if you say that is your culture, your tradition, okay. But these underage voters, I'm sorry, we will not stand for it. I don't know if there's something in the constitution that says that they can do this. I mean, seeing that they are guided mostly by the Sharia law, I don't know if there's something in the Sharia law, but maybe it's time we revisit or we review that constitution. And what is it we're tying on to the north? Really, if we really look at it, are these not the same people pulling us backwards? But
yeah,
please
that's what
wrap
I'm
up
telling you.
so I can take a few comments, submission from the comment section. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I always say it here. The problem we have in this election is not APC, PDP. The problem Labour Party we have in this election is Inec. That is why I said we should watch Inec closely because that institution is corrupt. It belongs to Buhari and APC and PDP. So all those our previous leaders have been using Inec to ring all those useless leaders to power for many decades. That is why we are not moving on. That institution need to be teared down. Everything. That's why I always said it here. Nigeria need to be teared down. That country, everything concerning the government, everything is polluted. It's corrupt. You understand? Everything need to be teared down, and new government need to come in place that will change all this system. If it's not, nothing will work in Nigeria. Nothing. Just look at what he said before that he's not going to disqualify Tinubu. Because he want to ring the Tinubu into power again, as they did with Buhari and the previous leader. So what we are doing right now is for us to focus to make sure that we fight everything with with the last blood that we had to fight to make sure that Peter Obi become the next president of Nigeria, to change the system of Nigeria, because Nigeria is the name of Nigeria is I'm sorry. Thank you.
All right. Asa Bosa says, first, they bury the PVC in the ground. Then they frustrate the collection process. Then Inec actively looking to use underage children to ruin our elections. And we are saying no to that. We are saying a big fat no to that. Let's take another comment. This is from Victor. Victor says, Agbado man has bought Inec. We need international observers to help clean up the register before January. And the Udoka Joy says, what can we do? Yes, please kindly include that in your submissions. Let's talk about, other options, safer options, what to do in a case like this, how to hold them accountable. Let's talk about it then. Good job, good job, good job to see. Well done to Nigerians that are taking time to go through all the process. Well done. Good job to each and every one of us that is contributing to see that we have a better Nigeria, a Nigeria that will favor every Nigerian and not just collect a pocket of Nigerians. God bless each and every one of you out there. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move on to
let me
yes,
answer
sir?
to what the question of Udoka. What can we do?
Yeah.
What can we do? The solution right now in this next election that is coming is for all the OB movement or all of the obedient. All of them should go and make sure that they stay in Inec office until the counting and the transmission will be done. They should not leave Inec office. That is the solution. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Brother Nice. Please, if you're watching, as you are watching, please take out time to support by clicking on the dollar sign. I beg. Take out time to support us. We did try. I beg. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Collins, let's have your submission, sir.
Let the next person talk. I will talk after I'm doing something.
Mesima.
Yes, please. Is it not? Okay, I hear him right. I thought it was my network thing. I didn't want to interrupt. Okay, thank you. So let's move on to Niger. Mr. Tunanja, how are you doing? Happy New Week.
Yeah, thank you, Emma, for having me. Yeah, I'm doing okay, and I hope all is good
Mr.
on your.
Tunanja?
Can you hear me? Hear me? Oh
I
my!
hope it's not from my end. Please, if you can
It's
hear
from my
him,
end.
please let me know.
I think it has to be.
Mesima is from your hand. We can hear him.
Okay.
Okay, this is better. I can hear you now, Mr.
All right.
Tunanja. Okay, please just go ahead with the submission if you're ready. It's okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, about the vote, this in the way they are, inappropriate voting practices. One thing, well, I guess one has, first take the positive out of it. The fact that they have to even bother registering means that the electoral system is they are worried that they are not going to be able to rig it just by changing numbers and doing all those things that they used to do before. Now they have to try to duplicate these voters. And I don't even understand what kind of self-respecting electoral system cannot filter that out. It should be to detect every single name that is the same. First, you have to compare them for ages and locations. And if they are the same and in the same areas, you have to do a lot of comparison and make sure that this in the finger and everything checks out that they are different people. Clearly, that one is very visible, and it can be revealed that they are the same characters. And if you check it, the system, and you find that there's quite a big chunk of people that seem to be conflicting, then you know there is inappropriate tampering of the system, and then you can flag it. This type of things, any that design system knows that it should be easy to flag. So INEC should be doing their due diligence, and I think it's a good thing that you said that they are going to be making this a serious issue, because the more people complain about their practices that are not that is damaging to the democratic process, the more likely to check up on it and make sure that these things don't happen. And then you have a fairer election. And I think is worthy of this thing, the emphasis to focus on this and make sure that the process is clean. Because there's no use voting if it can just be rigged easily. That is a very, very serious issue. About this, bringing people from outside Nigeria, I think we have to be careful about talking about that, because there's nothing stopping the Yorubas from doing the same in the Republic or the Akwa Ibom and the Rivers people and all that, bringing from Cameroon and all the rest. There are always, countries bordering other parts of the country, and it really puzzles me why we always talk about the North alone. I think somebody mentioned yesterday that inside some houses in the Yoruba areas, you go to the backyard, is Benin Republic, the front is Nigeria. So it cuts both ways. And the important thing is that we make sure the process is clean. And this one should be easy to clear out. Because this INEC is electronic, and they can search through the database. They can be able to verify that these things the people are different. How young people can be able to go and vote, I don't know. How anybody will allow that to happen, because that picture that was taken there, how real is it? If it is real, then that needs to be prevented at all costs. You can't have young people pretending. And besides, anyway, one of the ways you can eliminate them from the voting system is to, on the election day, if you are there, you are not going to see young people there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, Mr. Collins, are you here? All right. Okay.
Move to the next person,
go on. You just said something that if the information, I know that Mr. Collins has said over time that during his service, he worked with INEC. They had to do registration, and they brought kids to come for registration, but he refused. I just wanted someone to give a live recount of his experience with that, just to confirm to you that it happened.
Yeah, if it happened, then they definitely need to stop that. And how do they make it because one thing to register and another thing to actually go and vote? How do they tag them as voted people that have voted? So that is the process we need to follow. And because on the day of the election, both parties, all the parties will be present in all the voting centers, and they are going to make sure that there are no young people walking in there to vote. I would like to think that a Peter Obi or Labour Party official is not going to sit by and watch young people 9 years walking in there to go and vote. That's not going to happen. You see what I mean? So how do they plan on having those young people vote? And that is something you have to, and for them to do that, the INEC has to be involved somehow, or the system has to be hacked for them to be able to do that. So maybe it's not as powerful as we are thinking, as long as we have our people at all polling stations. I don't know whether Nigeria has early voting where they vote from home. That could be a way that they can compromise them. They don't have it. Everybody goes out on the same day to vote. It means that Labour Party officials can be present in all the polling centers and make sure no young person goes in there to vote. And I think the voting irregularities will be lesser this time because of this system. It will be lesser, and except INEC itself is colluding with them. And if INEC is colluding with them, I don't know how you can prevent that from happening. I really don't know, because then they can just tweak the system themselves. You see what I mean? So on that how I'll leave that this topic. Yeah, that young boy that seems to be able to sleep with women, and before they realize it is over. I think the other speaker is very correct. I think there's something fishy going on there, and it's a bit odd that they find out when the process is complete. That is a very, very strange thing. That's the first time I've ever heard that. And yeah, it's just one of those funny stories you hear now and again, that even the police officers will be laughing their backsides off when they hear that kind of narrative. So yeah, I will leave it at that, and yeah, I'll give space for the next speaker to come on.
Okay, but you didn't take the story. You didn't touch the story of the young man that sold The car gift. Oh, did
Ah,
you?
sorry, I missed that one. I missed that one. I missed that one. Yeah, I think that the person that gifted the car shouldn't necessarily be complaining or even have any right to You see, when you give, the point of a gift is that it belongs to them now, and they can choose to do with it as they please. I don't understand the kind of mentality that gives somebody something and expects them to do what there's, it kind of, you're prescribing to the person what they should do with the gift. They know where their shoe is pinching them, and they can decide to do as they please. They need the funds for food. You can't expect them to drive in a brand new car or a nice car while they are starving to death. And I think that one too is something that is not even, is bare men, because clearly the guy that got the car felt they needed to sell the car. If the contract was to use the car for specific purposes, and the person decided to violate that agreement, that's a different thing. But if it's a gift freely given, then the receiver of the gift should also be free to do with it as they please, and he shouldn't complain about it. That's how I see it. Thank you.
All right, that's a very blunt approach or angle, but thank you for being on here. Yes, Madam Rita, no lies in this. Nigeria doesn't have that access to vote from home. Ha, vote from home care. No, if we, if we even have a way to all vote one place and we'll sit down and count the votes, I'm telling you, we will do it. That's what we even prefer. Leave this. People should just say, if you want this, come and line behind. Let everybody and let us be counting. All right. I don't know. See, we are not even. I don't know if we are looking forward to things like this just yet, because we don't even have the basic just yet. Like, they can just throw the entire country into darkness, and there will be no, there'll be no letter written aforetime. You don't get to hear before time. You don't get to know this. There will be no national broadcast on it. Nothing. There will be no press release. And then if say 2 3 days later, power has been restored, nothing is said. Everybody just goes on their way like like it is just normal. Oh dear. All right. Hopefully we get a leader that takes us, or that moves us, that helps us to catch up with the rest of the world, even if it is halfway. Let us catch up. It can eat the young total. It can eat the young total. It's bad. All right. Let's see who else we have in the house. Mr. Chimaobi, the dog himself, is in the house today. How are you today, sir? Good day. It's really, 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 really good to have you on here. I hope you are available.
Yes, but very
Mr. Let
busy.
Go.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon.
All right. I think we'll have to move on from. I am sure you are not saying anything. Please, if you can hear him, let me know. Please, if you can hear
Can
him,
you
let
hear
me
me?
know.
Mr. Let's Go is talking. He's talking. We are hearing
But
him.
but I'm nice. Why is it that it is only you that I can hear first? Haba.
Because my own spiritual connection.
All right. All right,
Okay,
Mr. Lenzo, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Okay, let's have you and your submission.
thank you, thank you so much. I'm Mr. Nice, Ima, to Niger, and all the panelists and the viewers, people on the comment section. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have been away for you know a while, and all the contribution has been so good. But this is the problem we have in our country. If I can refer us back to 2014, after that election, when Inec was counting all the results. Remember Orubebe, when Orubebe was shouting, telling Jega that they have compromised the results, that the results they want to announce is not the original result that they have. And what happened? They shut him up, and Buhari went ahead and won that particular election. And it keep happening. So, and look at all the INEC officials that Buhari has appointed to be in charge of the 2023 election. Look at their profile. Take time to investigate who these people are. You will see the direction where Nigeria is going. Look at the attack that are happening. They attack PDP in Borno State, the state of Shetima. And Inec have not done any investigation. Inec has not cautioned any political parties. Okay? Then look at the way all these political parties, they don't want to engage in anything that can move Nigeria forward. Tinubu is campaigning based on North and the West, Yoruba and the North, because they know the game they are playing. So when you look at the whole situation in Nigeria, where Nigeria is going today, you can, if a Tinubu campaign team and convoy and everything will be attacked in Borno, being a typical Northern Fulani man can be attacked, I wonder what will happen when somebody like Labour Party will go to Borno State. And when you look at the way Nigerian police is being arranged today, they are arranged to protect the ruling party. That something will happen and the police will just quickly come out and say nothing happened. It's a fake news. So when you look at the way Nigeria is going today, it looks as if they have already ringed election of 2023. And that is true. Completely. I have been saying it anytime I was able to come here, that Inec is not independent. Inec is being controlled by the president. They are being controlled by the president. And that is why nothing will happen. Look at, we have a political party candidate that have been indicted for drug trafficking. And yet, INEC has not done their own investigation. INEC has not done anything at all. And we are saying we are still in the same country. Look at the words that are coming out from these ruling people. Look at the words that came out from the mouth of Shetima. That he called another candidate a Grigori. An ethnic name that creates war in a country. And INEC, that is claimed to be independent, is not doing anything. Look at what you are showing us today. Registering under 8 people. I was starting with a Northern man yesterday, a Fulani man, well-known Fulani man yesterday. He was telling me that only vote in Kano supersede all the votes in the Southeast. All the Southeast as a whole, Kano vote is bigger than all of them. I asked him how. He told me that PDP, Labour Party, and other party is not gonna get any votes in Kano. That Kano is for APC. I now asked him why did you say so? He told me because that is the way the country has been structured. That we can't change it, no matter what we do. This is from a Fulani well-known man. I don't want to mention his name. That's what he told me yesterday. Then I was, wow. And I asked him, so what can we do to make Nigeria a better place? He told me, unless the constitution is being amended, that is the only way Nigeria can work. Whether he liked it, he told me no. But this is the way the ruling class has been playing the game, and it will happen in 2023. And I believe what he said. So when you look at the way things are going, it looks as if we are just wasting our time. Because they have prepared, they have rigged this election for APC. If INEC is credible, today, all the voters' registration card that was found in the gutter, did INEC do anything about that? The answer is no. Today, INEC have not shown any Nigerian that they can protect our vote, that they can help us to conduct free and fair election in our country. Never. They have not. So, looking at the way things are going, Nigeria, we may have election, we may not have election, And we're already at war, whether you like it or not. Nigeria is already at war, whereby a political party cannot do campaign in any state that they are not controlling. Labour Party cannot do campaign in any state PDP is controlling. Labour Party cannot do campaign in any state APC is controlling. It happened in Edo State. It happened in Nasarawa State. So when you look at the way things are going, you should be asking yourself a question. Why is the country like this? Why? Why is the country like this? Yesterday, Showore said something yesterday. He said the constitution that Nigeria is lying upon is not being driven by Nigerians. That if he get into power, the first thing he's gonna do, that we have to change our constitution. Everybody started attacking him. But that is the fact. That is completely fact. So no matter what we do, no matter who we support, no matter how we try to encourage people to believe in Nigeria, Nigeria is no longer working. Nigeria has expired. It is no longer working. That is what I have to say. Everybody, wherever you are, because we are at war already. Nigeria is completely at war. You have to guide yourself. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your family. Do everything in your power to guide your people, because every other part of the country has guided their people and provide ammunition for them to kill and destroy. So that's what I have to say. If they like, they should register on Born Child. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chimaobi. Oof, that was quite a submission there. Okay, let's take a few comments from the comment section. Okay, Madam Rita says your submission is pessimistic. Your pessimistic submission is out of line. Michael Okere says APC have a dossier mapped out already how the 2023 election will be rigged. Okay, Madam Rita says Nigeria needs to wake up from their slumber of ignorance that Agbado and Mekano will use Chinese and Russian hackers to rig the election. Okay, let's see what a comment. Samuel Olaka says if Nigeria does not clean up its electoral system, forget the idea of a new Nigeria. People would still have the audacity to say it's my turn. Emilio syndrome is due to Inec failure. All right. Yes, Madam Rita says obedience. We need tech gigs as soon as possible. Speaker Agbado and Co are going to rely on tech hackers. All right. Thank you very much for your submissions. Thank you very much, Mr. Victor. Thank you for your donation. God bless you so much, my people. I should probably be clearing my throat every 2 minutes just so that you know that I have to drink some water or some coffee. Please do well to support us by clicking on the dollar sign. Please take out time to support us. And I hope that you have liked this broadcast. Please take out time to like this broadcast. Take out time to like this broadcast. Please. Thank you very much. All right. And a big shout out to everyone on the comment section. You guys are lit. All right. We have Madam Udoka in the house. Madam Udoka, welcome to the broadcast. Let's have your submission.
Hello, Ima. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you?
I'm fine, hello? Thank you. Fine, thank you, Joy. I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Fine,
thank God you did not call me ma'am today. I was ready for you.
I was close to, then I remembered.
I was preparing for you today. Oh my God.
Thank you for being here, sis. Let's have your submission.
I just quickly want to say something. I'm at work. I just really want to say something about the guy that was kidnapped. Nigerians have not really learned enough. I don't know if Nigerians are under a course, or is there something that they use to hold Nigerians so that even if they are saying something like this, if they tell you that even if they are looking at white, and someone come and say, don't worry, this is not white, they will believe the person. I don't know what they have done to Nigeria. I don't know to Nigerians. I don't know how they have managed to cage Nigerians like this, that they can't even see the truth, even if it's obvious. That country, only God will help us. As for that guy that was kidnapped, that's when what you get when a terrorist is a president, becomes the president of the country. That's what you get. Because what is happening in Nigeria cannot happen elsewhere. Trust me, when there is a leader who have passion for his country, it can't happen. First, this man brought these people from other countries. He said they are his brothers. They are his brothers. Look at what they are doing to Nigerians. And he's not even, there's they are not holding anybody accountable for this. You can't see them after maybe you see them sending soldiers to eastern parts of Nigeria. The way they send soldiers there to go and kill, raid IPOP members and everything, destroy things. You will not see this happening in other parts where these people are performing all these atrocities. This is really worrisome. Our I don't want to call him my president. President Muhammadu Buhari he's a threat to Nigerians. He's an enemy of that country because he's not protecting Nigerians. He's not doing anything in favor of Nigerians. He's not in any way trying to protect the lives of Nigerians. Rather, he's even protecting the lives of those terrorists more. What is holding them in going to catch these people for how long have this evil been going on in Nigeria? For how long? What is stopping them from going after these people? I don't understand. I need someone to explain to me what is stopping the soldiers, the Nigerian president, from going after these terrorists that are busy killing people on daily basis. Every day killing, kidnapping. Every day the same story, and nothing is being done to these people. And someone will come and tell me President Buhari loves Nigerians. Thanks to that person. This is what you get when you have such a person ruling Nigeria. Somebody who is lawless. All sorts of impunity is taking place in every part of Nigeria since that man became the president of Nigeria. Something that has never happened is now happening. Something that there's no country. I think this kind of thing will happen because he said that his brothers. He brought them, so nothing. He keeps protecting them instead of protecting the lives of Nigerians. Well, I don't know what to say again. People who voted him in, who brought him in, they have done well. And again, they are planning to bring another of him. This one now is a terrorist. The next person is a drug lord. Nigerians, please. I don't know what will be left of Nigerians. Or if this next person now that they are trying to bring in, even Inec is trying to help him to come to power. I don't know what will be left of Nigerians. Now, a drug lord now wants to become president after a terrorist. Nigeria is gone. He is gone, and nothing will be left again if what was his name? Tinubu becomes the next president of Nigeria. I am so sorry for Nigerians. Nothing will be left again in that country. Example: Buhari has led a good example for people to learn, for people who want to learn. Buhari have left a perfect example. If this is the way people want Nigeria to be, if people are enjoying it, if people are loving what is happening to Nigerians, if Nigerians are enjoying it, they should go ahead and put Tinubu in power. But if they don't, this is the opportunity they have. And if they miss this opportunity, oh my God, if they miss it because of my tribe, he's not my tribe, he's this, he's that, you will see somebody who is capable, but because you think he's not your tribe, even if the devil is from your tribe, he's my tribe, let him go, it doesn't matter, he's my tribe. One day you yourself will still feel that pain that other people have felt. One day you use because of tribe and put somebody in power. Sorry, what has happened to even you won't tell me that people that have been killed in the northern part of Nigeria are lots of them, most of them are not Hausa or Muslim or Fulani people, they also have become, they've also been a victim, or even more of this, more victim. They are more victimized more than all the rest of other people. They are also a victim, even if Buhari is their president. Please, Nigerians should vote wisely. And as for INEC, please, people should watch INEC. There is no how INEC will never ever try to mess up this election. There is no how. Nigeria is a country that has no dignity. The leaders has no dignity. They have no respect. INEC, people will choose. INEC will change the choice of people. Nigerians should be careful. Is it not high time that people really, put INEC where they belong? Is it not high time that they bring INEC to table and talk? There's no way, is there any way to do this? Should INEC continue to do whatever they choose to do with people's decisions? Changing people's choices at their own will? How long is this going to continue? How long will people... Look, INEC shouldn't be trusted. Nigeria is the way it is today because of INEC. It is because INEC have contributed to Nigeria's problems. And still, people are still trusting INEC. What kind of country is this? INEC is part of the problem we have today, and we have been having for many years. INEC is part of people who are destroying have destroyed, because there's nothing left again. They have already destroyed the country. People will make their choice. INEC will change it. People shouldn't trust INEC, and they should watch INEC closely. They should try to find a way to do this, to conduct a good election. I don't know. A transparent election. I don't know how they want to do this, but they should figure a way out, and not to leave everything in the hands of INEC. This INEC, they were all appointed by Buhari. So do people expect INEC to disappoint Buhari, or do people think Buhari is stupid to appoint INEC? Why is people so blind and they are not saying anything? Buhari is not stupid. Buhari cannot appoint people who will not favor his party. Hello? It's not possible. Everybody are quiet, leaving everything. INEC will conduct a credible election, transparent election in Nigeria. In people's dreams. In people's dreams will that happen? In people's dreams. If they like, they should keep quiet and let INEC do whatever they want to do. Me, okay, I wouldn't say because I also want to come home. I also want to go home and feel safe. Look at this Christmas now. My brother was supposed to come home, but because of all this kidnapping and everything, we told him no, please don't come. He's our only brother. We don't have another one. I said no, please don't go. Stay. One of my cousins that went home, he was killed. We lost him. Because of that, we refused my brother to go home this Christmas. We all want a good Nigeria. We want a place that we can come home and feel safe. What is all this? I'm tired. Today I'm tired. I just don't know. People INEC people are just leaving INEC to do whatever they choose to do. Do however they want, keeping their trust on INEC. How can you trust people that Buhari appointed? How? Buhari himself is an enemy of Nigeria. He has proven it. How? Do people think sorry?
Okay, please round off your submission so I move on to someone else.
Okay. Do you people think the car he gave to Niger people is for nothing? Don't you people know that there's something behind it? Maybe it's for appreciation, to thank them for what they have done for him, for bringing him to power. Election time, they will go and bring people from there. They will go and register people will come from there and register. That's why they keep saying the North have numbers. Number from where? Thank you, Emma, for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone. I wish you all a wonderful afternoon. Bye.
All right, thank you very much. So while people in other parts of Nigeria are complaining, you have just 4 people attending to us, you have thousands of people or hundreds of people in the sun waiting day and night, and Meanwhile, somewhere in the north, you have people going after alimajiris. I mean, before you will convince those people and give them whatever amount to 200 or 1,000, maybe they've upgraded. Then take time to register those people one after the other. And I mean, we know how these imageries look. So you take time. I mean, look at the pictures. You can even still see that some of them they do not even take their time to clean them up properly. You can still see dust on their face. I mean, and that's like the best they could do. Meanwhile, over there, they're short-staffed people. People will go and queue for days. Wow. So what do we do? At this point, what do we do? As we've seen that Inec are being they are playing foul and they cannot be trusted. What do we do? I have okay, Mr. Collins. Let's have Mr. Collins first. Mr.
Yeah,
Collins, are you still here?
I'm here now. Yeah, I think the last
Okay.
caller.
Mr.
Can you hear
Chubuzo.
me? I'm here.
Yeah, hello?
I am talking.
Yes, I can hear
Okay.
you, sir. Let's go ahead.
Emma, who is talking? I'm Collins. I'm talking.
Oh, you're still to all right. Okay. Mr. Chubuzo, please 1 minute. My network has been playing this trick on me, this broadcast. All right. I wasn't hearing you. Thank you. It has been happening a lot. I'm sorry. Please go on, Mr.
It's okay.
Collins.
No, it's okay. It's okay. The last caller just said it all. You know, she made a very good point. You understand? And until we wake up, I don't think Nigeria is going anywhere. Like she made a point. When people talk about number, I keep saying it, and I'll hit my chest. When it comes to population, the northerners are not bigger than the east. The northerners are not. The numbers are just false. They are just lying with the numbers because I've been there. I live in North for 1 year. For that 1 year, I'll be able to see a small community. That is a very small community. They have a councillor. They have a ward. A small community have a ward. Which, when you come to my place, Imo State, where I'm coming from, we have about 3 communities that make one ward. 3 community make one word, 3 community. And that each community is bigger than this community I'm talking about now, that have a councillor. Each community that where I'm coming from is bigger than that community that have a councillor. But they have a councillor, we don't have. So we have to be 3 people to share one councillor. That alone proves things to you. So if somebody is coming here to tell me that the Northern have number, that person is just a joker. That person is a liar because they don't have number. Because when it comes to this type of thing, this is how they manipulate everything. They will manipulate the number. When it comes to census, they will manipulate because people in the north, in the south, you can't even, the elders will not allow somebody, even if you are 18 years, they won't even allow you to near that place. They will chase you out because everybody proved they are very nene people. But in the north, you see even a small boy that is not even up to 10 years will be registered. Most of them register twice, some register 3 times, and nobody going to question it. And when they come out on television, you see some people helping them to promote that narrative that the Northerns are big, the Northerns have number. Who are you deceiving? You're just deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself. During my service year, when we are going to register this voters card, I was one of the people that refused. Even when they were giving me, I said, I am not going to do it. Even that time, the Alhaji have to force you because, their wife will not come out to come and register. You have to go to their house to register them. I said it's not going to be possible. If you are not bringing your wife here, I am not taking this machine to your house. You have to bring it here. So, and when they bring the ASF, maybe you see a girl that was 15 years because he married to Alhaji. Because she married to Alhaji, she not have the title to register. Because she married to Alhaji, a small girl. Because she married to Alhaji, because of that reason, she is going to now be registered. So when they keep talking about this number, when I look at all the whole thing that happened to my service here in KB State, then when I come back to the East, that period, that registration was going on, then in my own booth, this registration was going on. And you see some guys that was already 18 years in my place. That copper member refused to register them. Do you know it caused a lot of problem between me and that copper girl at that moment? I descend on that guy and say, you must register because they're already 18 years. This, even people in the north are not even up to this age. These people are 18 years and you are trying to make them not register. Why they are qualified to register? While in the north, you register 8 years boy, 7 years boy. Then this is the problem. Until we start, if we want to fight these people, we have to use that their narrative, we have to use that their method. That is the only way we can fight this thing. But if we are still playing this school of intelligent people, nene people, we are not going anywhere. Come next 2027, the North will still use this narrative. So when they keep using this narrative, that is why when they come, they say you have to tell the North what they are going to do for the North, because the people believe that the numbers is coming out from there. No numbers is coming out from there. If we can be registered the way, because everybody have the ability to do the same thing. When they post somebody to your polling booth, you tell that person what to do. You stand there and say, you must register everybody in my community. Then when they push that number. Now, how are you telling me that when you come to the South, you have valid voters, people that know how to put their hand, and those Alamaju that don't know how to put their hand will not get the how to put their hand. You won't get valid voters card in that area. Then when it comes to the South, people that went to school, learned, you said you have millions of non-avoid voters in the South. But when it comes to the North, where those people have 80% of people that are coming out to register that they don't even know where to press. They don't even know what they are doing. Now, those people will get the number. No valid, non-avoid vote will come out of that place. Everything will be complete. But when it comes to the South, you start seeing numbers. Inec will be telling you, and in go to Imo State, we have 2 million non-avoid voters. But in the North, you won't see such a result. They keep deceiving Nigeria until people will come out and you see them, even our politicians will come out on television. You expect them to speak the truth. They won't even speak the truth. People that comes from the North, I tell you the problem, the people of Igbo and Yoruba and the South and some middle belt, they are the problem to themselves. Until they stop this dividing game or who knows pass or who sabi pass, we are not going anywhere. The Northerners will keep playing that game with you because we keep playing this game of Yoruba people feel like they are very more than every other. Igbo people think the same. The South think the same. The middle belt think the same. So these people now kind of playing this game because they want the system to remain like this. Because when the system remains this way, it's going to favor them. Because when you change the system, it's not going to favor them. So they know very well that imagine if Nigeria is functioning with a very good system. Trust me, whenever you are bringing a presidential candidate or whatever appointment you're going to bring, you have to get the best candidate. And where is the best candidate coming from? It's going to come from the South. It's going to come high. You see the highest be coming from the South. If you are making it for people that is capable, people that is who qualify, you get it from the South. But because once the system remains like this, trust me, we are not going anywhere. So it's right time for people to start, if you know anywhere, because for me, getting this election, right, this 2023 election, if it's going to cause anywhere, we have to do whatever we want to do to make sure we get it right. So when we're not getting there, we cannot change it. But if we are trying to play cool or try to play in the normal rules and regulation, we are not going anywhere in this election. Look at the whole videos that is coming out. This is the same thing that happened during Jonathan period. Do you know how many people, fake voters that will vote to subdue what Jonathan is getting? Those are fake. Even when the video come out, Inec couldn't do anything. So they know how to play this game very well. All I'm just trying as much as I can. If P2B and that can try as much as I can, get some like 10% in that northern area, like northwest, northeast, then hoping your result, your chunk of result will come from the north central, south, southeast, then southwest. Then you can fight that. So that is why even I don't want Kwankwaso to join P2B of 18. I want Kwankwaso to run on his own platform, because running in his own platform, he's going to divide the vote. Because if you make Kwankwaso maybe to move, it's going to cost a lot of things. It's going to, at least chunk of vote is going for Atuku in that north area. So, because North will not vote for you people, they're not going to vote for APC. Not to like the first. They won't go for the second. They would like to vote for the first. So, we should follow that the same way. So, if we are thinking that maybe we should fold our hands and allow these people to maneuver it like they used to do before, we are not going anywhere. So, anywhere you see anything that is not good, that is unconstitutional, voice it out. say it so that people can take account of it. Now we are talking about Tinubu. Look at what is happening. Even for INEC to come out and debunk that statement, that alone shows that INEC is not even capable of running Nigeria election. Because if they call themselves independent, they should do what independent people do. INEC should at least make an announcement that, oh, Nigeria will have whatever rumor that is going around, but as an INEC, we are going to look into the matter and find out which one is the truth. But they won't release such a statement. You won't see anything coming out from INEC. So until we start doing things right, start taking that game the way the Northerners are playing that game, that is when we are winning this battle. But if we keep playing the game like we have to be polite, we have to do like normal constitutional people who knows people who are very loaded with the brain, we are not going anywhere. Why is it that whenever it comes to election, you will see the vice president must be the one that are very educated more than the president. The president is supposed to be more learned than the vice. Now, when it comes to election, you see the north and they want to become the president, then you become the running mate. Then when it comes to for you to talk about the issue, they will send that one the vice because they know they can't do it. Then the president will not sit in. That is why people are happy that P2B come into this election space now, this period, because P2B have changed a lot of things. P2B have changed the way, at least they have changed like 20% of how elections are being run in Nigeria. Before, we should have been seeing Dino Melayo selling corn on the road, seeing Tinubu going to drink tea with Amajoro or all those kind of things. At least now they can be able to come out and say something. At least people can ask them a little bit question, but they're still shining away. They are still shining away in some areas. They are still shining away because they can't come out and say some certain things. So all I'm just urging Nigerians, you know the right thing. Anybody that is voting for Tinubu, what are you? Ask yourself a just simple question. This person I'm voting, what is Tinubu going to give to me? What is Atiku going to give to me? What is P2B going to give to me? What is Pankwasu going to give to me? You ask yourself that question. Because I believe all of us have money with bank. If you want to go and bank money, sometimes you find the best bank you want to put your money.
Right.
So we should ask ourselves that question and vote wisely. It's very important. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Collins. Thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Smart. Thank you for being on this broadcast. Smart says now you'd have to be giving INEC pressure every day. It can help a bit in the future. It's free and fair election. Peter Obi will defeat hands down. Election is not fair. We need to fight it. The president in Nigeria is fixed by cabals since 1999, but when the citizens rise up, it will automatically change. Nigeria will be better, but we have a lot to do to cross the promised land. Okay, this is from Samuel Olaka. He says, this is how the North weaponizes poverty, makes the youth almajiris and gives them agbado, ewa, and cassava, and use them to rig elections and go into terrorism because they have no way to feed. So if this is the mentality, so no, but okay, so if we are going to be having honest discussions, we have all come to agree that this is these people, this is their problem, or this is their way of life. Now we know is it possible to talk them out of this way of life if we are going to be sincere? I don't know. Me, I think it is impossible. If you've been with these people, if you've lived at least a year with these people, then to me, I think it is impossible for this. Mr. Collins, do you think it is? Do you think these people can change their way of life, the Northerners?
It's hard because it's going to be difficult. Because the reason it's going to be difficult, the politicians there don't want, because if
Yeah.
they know
So
very well.
even if they say we want to start sensitization and all of that, do you think it is possible for them to start reasoning this way?
Yeah, it's possible if they use, because I believe that the learned ones there, if the learned ones can be, because most things, most times they do listen to a lot of people. Maybe they learn some ones that went to school there. Most of them didn't know. If they can be able to maybe distance themselves from the old politician way and start preaching this news to them that, see, look at what, if you do this, it's going to be okay for you. If you do this, it's
But
going
you
to be
know
bad.
that these people, but you know that they've conformed to this thing. Like it has become so part of them that they've accepted it.
It's a culture. It's a culture. It's become a culture there. It's become a
Like
culture.
just not doing anything, being paid at the end of the month. Okay, you are farming. Okay, we can't say they are not doing anything. They are farming, but they get paid by the government. At the end of the month, they get paid by. So it looks like then they have their wife. They have as many wives. We
Emma,
don't
let
want
me,
the
Emma,
say
Emma,
must
let
be
me tell
saying.
you, let me,
You know, that kind
let me
of
tell you
way of
something
life.
now.
They just confirm
Let me
to
tell you
it.
something that will
So
shock you
are
now.
we going to no wait, I'm just trying to ask, how long are we going to hold on till the Northerners, gets reformed like us? Are we? How long can this marriage last? Is what I am really asking. If we are going to be having sincere conversations at this time, because I don't see how. Okay, we are saying they are Alimajuris. Are they going to be all Alimajuris? Won't some family members allow their children go out just because they are benefiting and know that they are the ones enjoying the good things? I mean, talk about steady lights, power supply. Talk about very good roads. Talk about cost of labor. Talk about things there over there compared to every other places. Okay, Mr. Kennedy is saying without education, they literally beg these people to go to school. And even in school,
Of
you cannot
course.
reprimand them anyhow. You cannot talk to them anyhow. So how long can we stay married to these people is the question. We want to move forward. Then
Let me
you
tell
are looking at these people putting their pictures up there, knowing the benefit over to 200 naira. If you see
I,
some
I
let me tell
pictures,
can
you,
I
let me,
can
let
I
me,
say something? Can I say something? I
wait,
think nations generally have
wait,
different
teenager,
regions of.
I want to say something. You cannot say some. Wait, just
Mr.
excuse me
Mr.
for a
Go
minute. I
ahead.
want to say
Mr.
something.
please, yeah, let's Mr. Collins give his
Hold on.
submission.
What I want to say is going to be it's a difficult thing. Like you said something, Naima, to beg them to school. That school, I remember during my service in Kebi, police have to arrest them for them to come to school. They have to put that law because in that community, the Marafa there have to put it into law that most of them have to be arrested before they can come
Can
into
you
school.
imagine? And
So
they spend
now,
so much on education there. And
yeah,
to me, I think
and you
it's
see another thing there now. See another thing now. Most of them are not
money is
coming to
not
that
flowing.
school. Most of them are not coming to that school because they want to come to that school. Because the reason they are coming to that school, because they used to give them food in the school. So now when they comes to that school, once you give them that food in that afternoon, they will disappear. So now, when I was posted in that area, so I now find out that this is what these guys have been coming. They don't want to come to school just to come and eat that food. So instead of us allowing them to share that food by 11 because they always go break 11 so that they can go to mosque by 12. So now I have to stop them sharing that food by 12. So I have to leave that food by 2 so that that food will bring them back because if you share that food, they will left instantly because once you share that food, you won't see them in school again. So another thing again, why I'm saying that Nigerian politicians are not trying, they are not doing anything to help their people because it benefits them. Now, these are majors you see now because at the end of the day, when they go, it's easy for you to control them when they remain in this way. When they remain in this way, it's easy for you to control them because once you keep sensitizing them, make them to be able to know what life is all about, it's not going to happen because the North people, all these their leaders, is going to find it difficult for them to get their
All
trust
right,
again.
Mr.
So the easy
Collins,
way to get their trust is to make
to
them
move
to
on.
remain this way. So it's not going to change. It's going to take a long time for it to change, and the
All right.
country have to do a lot. Everybody have to do a lot. They have to do a lot. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your submission. Please let me move on to Mr. Chibuzo. Mr. Chibuzo, you've been on the line. Thank you for your patience, and welcome to the
Yeah,
broadcast. Let's have your submission, sir.
yeah. Good day, everybody listening. Uh, what I want to just say about INEC is just like my brother just said there. You need to go to their home and register them. So when you go there and register them, that is good. During the time of voting, are they not going to come out? How are they going to come and vote? That is another area where all this region will position themselves. What I want to just say is INEC and the people in Nigeria, all the parties that is trying to make sure that this election is free and fair, they need to know the number of beavers machine that is deployed, that we have at hand, the serial numbers. We need to have all this because this is where all this rigging will come. Imagine taking these beavers to the Alamajri houses, Ajia houses, for them to vote. Because when you register them, definitely they will vote. because now these beavers machine have to go to their home. Instead of them coming out to come and vote, they have to take these beavers to their home. And that is where all these atrocities will start happening. So we need to know the number of beavers machine that is in Nigeria currently as we're talking now. We need to know where they are going to deploy them. Exactly where all those areas where the polling units, where they are going to deploy them. If we don't know all this area, this is where all this region will start. And there are serial numbers so that when somebody votes, we can be able to dictate exactly the area that the person votes. So it's a very crucial this thing, because if we don't do this thing, they will carry this beavers machine, go to their houses and do whatever they want to do. And they tell you, no, there was a delay, no light, this, that. Now that's the time they are now manipulating the system to make sure that these people will now bring people who didn't even come out to vote, to do their own nonsense. Anyway, another thing is it's time we start discussing about position of Nigerians. This position of Nigerians means that since it's a tribal government we are running, every tribe in Nigeria needs to know their position. What type of position Tinubu gonna give if he succeeds in elections to Yoruba, to Igbo, to Hausa, to Effiong, to Calabar, to whoever, Ido, everybody. What is their position? Atuku the same, even P2P the same. We need to discuss all these things so that we will know exactly where we are standing. Because we cannot be there watching these people doing all this kind of things they are doing. At the end of the day, when they get to office, they will say, no, we will take our own brothers, we will take our own sisters, we will take anybody that we trust, just like what Buhari said. And these are the people he trusts. He put in Inec. And we mustn't forget that all the whole people that is in Inec are appointed by this Buhari of the man. So we will not expect to do otherwise, rather than they will do exactly what their commander-in-chief will tell them. So that is where we will now know that how many beavers machine, where are they going to deploy, and we will know all these things, because these people are cracking brain every day. As we are talking here, they are listening. So they will now know area they will manipulate this system. So we need to do more, knowing our position in the government, because this is the time now we need to know our position. It's not about campaigning, but we need to know what is our position. Just like the North said, that if you can, what is our position? So everybody in Nigeria, every ethnic group should ask the same question. What is our position before we will give you vote? We will have to discuss all these things and make all these people running for power, for them to understand that we are included in this election. So in this very government, I said. All right. So we need to do a lot to engage ourselves. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Chibuzo, thank you. I would have loved to hear from you more, but there's this noise from your background, and I hope you get that fixed going forward. Now, so it's amazing, with everything, with the state that Nigeria is in, right? The very person, one of the strong political figure who campaigned for him, who vowed or who vouched for him, who made promises, promised heaven and earth. They are going to give 5,000 naira to the youths that are not working. They are going to do this many millions job every year. All of that. They said, was it not changed? They were going to change. They were how much was dollar was going to be how much to $1 was going to be how much to naira? Please, somebody should remind me of the promises that Tinubu said. And this is the same person with everything that is happening right now. One would expect morally, you would come and apologize to Nigerians for, suggesting or referring this person, for voting for this person, for telling people to vote for this person. But Tinubu I want to talk about Atiku because the president is not a PDP member, is APC. And Tinubu is running for even if he is not running under APC, I still we think that this is insensitive of him, and you're not even apologizing to Nigerians. You are You are running for the you are running for the post of the presidency, and you have said it severally that you will not distance yourself from his legacy. From this legacy, Abi, which legacy? Even from the legacy of the first time that he was the president and this one, none of them should you even say you want to associate yourself with. And when he says legacy, I don't know if by chance this is what he is talking about. We took the story earlier on of a man that was kidnapped. He had paid the ransom of 3 million naira. He had given bike. He gave a bike against three. He had done all sorts. You know, they will request for food stuff, a charge card, and all of these things. They request from victims. He did all that, gave it to them. They had the police intercepted them and took some of their colleagues, their members. Police took them away, and in retaliation, because they were angry, they hung this man to the tree and they shot him. They killed him on a Monday. They called the family on Thursday to let them know. Now that is sad and devastating. And just when you thought, well, that is what is happening in Nigeria of late, then they go on ahead to tell the family to pay 10 million naira ransom before they will release the body for the family. Really? We have come to this? This is what somebody is saying he would not distance himself from. For whatever reason you think you have to say you want to have anything to do with APC or PDP, for whatever reason, I mean, the energy, I can't remember the last time that I'd seen a presidential candidate have the kind of energy that and charisma that this man has. I'm talking about Peter Obi.
Yeah, can I add something to this?
If for any reason you think that you should have anything to continue with APC, after what happened at the toll gate and other parts of Nigeria during the NSAS protests, if you
You know,
think,
can I say something?
please, can you give me 1 minute to finish?
Okay.
Thank you. If you think that you should continue, or we should allow these people to continue in power, please, you should be having a rethink. And we no, because if we are saying this, this is not the first, this is not the second time that a ransom will be asked for, for a dead body. So the thought of paying ransom or being kidnapped is not even bad enough, or having money for ransom. It is the fact that this person could be killed and a higher price will be demanded for. Now that's a scary thought. Sometimes these people sell all that they have just to pay ransom, and this would become a trend if we don't kick our government to put a stop to this. Please, let's do better in voting, in choosing our government wisely. Let's pick better, please. I beg. Let's see if there's okay. I think everyone has I think everyone has spoken so far. Mr. Chooks, welcome to the broadcast. Please unmute your mic. Have you said anything so far?
No.
Are you just coming to this broadcast?
Yeah, I'm just coming into the broadcast.
Okay. Welcome to the broadcast. Please give me 1 minute. I'll come back to you. Mr. Tunanja, please, let's have you.
Yeah, thank you. I think that some of the things we are doing, we have to be self-reflective of some of the things we say and do. We expect more from our leaders, but we don't set good standards for ourselves too. Nations have variations. Here in the UK, you have the North and South divide. They don't let it become toxic. And some of the things we say about other parts of the country, as if they are not just human beings like one of us, is a little bit disappointing, really. And when we talk about this voting system and acting as if the whole world is collapsing, we forget that legitimate party in Nigeria that has access to this in Inec that will be complaining right now if they felt there is something wrong with the Inec procedures, or they will make their own recommendations. Parties engage with Inec to set up these systems for voting that is acceptable to all of them. And when we just come here and start making conjecture and statements that are not attached to what is happening on the ground, it's not fair. We are destabilizing our nation and we are broadcasting it to millions or maybe thousands at it. So we have to really be responsible the way we talk about these things. Peter Obi's Labour Party is part of the process. They are going to have officials in all these in INEC stations. And I really think our politicians, they need to be saying it now. If they have any issues with it, they don't want to wait after the election goes against them. They start rallying the people up against each other, because this is one of the most destructive aspects of our nations and our states, whereby we start complaining whenever there's a change of power, and it leads to all kinds of loss and riots. And we see that countries. Some people are talking about war and Nigeria is breaking up and all the rest of it because they don't know what the process is all about.
Are you saying we should just sit back and trust our leaders to lead us on this, or is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying you should sit back, but we have to talk about this in a kind of rational way, because we have to understand that Labour Party itself is part of the process. They are not stupid. They will go there, look at the procedures, and if they find that there is something that they are going to use to cheat them, they are going to raise an alarm. Getting that alarm from them.
Okay, so you think they are part of the process that see to it that over 65,000 PVCs left INEC office and went into the gutter? They are part of all those processes. Is it not the calling out and talking about this thing and raising awareness that brought attention, and that's what made it to go viral? And what is irrational about this broadcast, if I may ask?
No, the rationale is that they are saying that only some part of the country is rigging everything, and the INEC is in collaboration with all these things. It's a lot of conspiracy theories that is not necessarily verified, and it's not fair to the state of your own country where things are being said like that. Because when false information is pervasive, then the truth is kind of cloaked, and then we don't truly know what is happening really, and that's what gives the room really for the ones that actually want to do nefarious things to us. And it's not going to do us any good if there is instability, there is problems everywhere. We have to try to be more evidence-based. If there is a PVC that ends up in the gutter, does that mean it's Peter Obi votes that end up in the gutter? It could be Tinubu's votes that end up in the gutter.
Exactly. We are not. It's not a function of Peter Obi or Tinubu. It's about the rights of Nigeria, and it's about that act is a wrong act, and that's why it is being called out. Whoever owns the votes, whoever owns the card, we do not care. It doesn't matter to us. But that act was done. We had to call that out. That was wrong. And
I agree with you.
Nigerians, they want a reform, and they just want who is going to do the job. They want the right man for the job, and whatever it is that it will take them is what they are doing. Nobody is it is because it is this person. No, Mr. Tunaija, it's amazing.
See, I agree with you if you are calling it out on the basis of just the fact that people are allowed to vote. But the way it was being made here is that they are trying to rig the election. And in terms of this, we are talking about some sections of the country.
But Mr. Tunaija, but that's what it looks like. If you have a kid there that looks like that looks really young, and you are going to tell me that is a kid born in 1992, a 30-year-old kid, what are we saying? How is this? Tell me this is not an alimajiri. Let's argue it. Which mother birthed a child and did this to the child and say, go out there and take a picture? Who did that? I mean, have you not seen alimajiri before? This is another child that is supposed to be a 30-year-old child. That's a 30-year-old child. This is another 30-year-old child. This is another 30, and these are all the supporters. This is one person that has 3 VINs. If you take your time and go through the VINs, they all end in. I read this out earlier, and I just said the 3 last figures, and they are not the same thing. They didn't even stress themselves. This is 104, 105, and 106. So it's just there. You'll just see it. So what are you saying, Mr. Tunaija? Please,
the thing is,
okay,
recognition.
I just want you to please round off your submission so we can move on to other people, please.
Cognition can normally detect these things because they are two different, the same people, and if their system is what it's said to be, and secondly, we need to find out where some of this information is coming from, how credible they are, other than just to create panic out there. So all I'm saying is that we have to be evidence-based, especially getting towards the election. Whatever we are saying, has to be verified. Anybody can release information from anywhere and say this. Like I saw a video the other day that they said there's so many guns being brought into the country. Nobody knows where the video was taken. Nobody knows who took the videos, but it's everywhere. You see what I mean? So we have to be more evidence-based when we approach this. And earlier on, you were saying something about some sections on the country needing to be brought to us. Maybe we should also look at going to them. Some of the things, some of the language we use are prejudicial. We have to be careful with these our languages, and we say we expect more from our leaders, but when they do it, we call them out, but we do the same thing. We have to be responsible. Yeah, we're grown-ups.
To Niger, this last one you just said, you just made a mistake there, because the northern elders said the anybody that wants to be president have to come to them. What did you say about that? Did you say anything? Did you say
about
anything?
What? Sorry, I didn't get that. Sorry.
Because somebody said that they should bring them to us so that we ask them what they're gonna do. Is it not the same thing the northern elders said? Did that make you angry? Why are you angry now? Why?
No, I see what I'm not angry. I'm saying that we should respect them for ourselves. Because if they are doing the same thing, I'm going to condemn them too. I will condemn them too if they are saying the same thing.
But I did not hear you condemn them. We discussed that here. I personally brought that topic here, and you was there here that day.
I was not here when you discussed it. I wasn't here when you discussed what
probably
you are talking about.
You was here. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure you was here when I made that statement.
Even the statement you said just now,
what is it called? I think we made the statement he made about enough.
Oh yeah, that one I condemned it. I condemned it. The one he talked about whether Northerners need Northern leaders. That was rubbish.
Let me tell you the simple reality. Yeah, Niger. Let me tell you the simple reality. Okay, if you are so good like this, I will want you, right, to open up a platform or an educative way, somehow, how you're gonna educate the people from the north. Okay, that's what you should be talking. We have to set the realities here. The north have taken too much of us. That is the fact to Niger. They've done that for years.
We have all
you're talking to people who
see this is prejudice again.
People who don't know the history of Nigeria.
We are all suffering. It's not only them that are suffering. It's not only us that are suffering. We are all suffering. They are suffering just as much as us.
To Niger, let us divide. Then let us see who will suffer. What are you talking about?
Are you talking about Cameroon? Is Cameroon enjoying? Is Benin Republic enjoying?
Thank you.
Emma,
we are all suffering. You are missing the point.
Hello.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Collins. Okay, before I come to you, Mr. Collins, let's talk to some people on the comment section. Gentlemen, please, let's keep it calm in the house. Femi Bash, thank you for being here. Samuel Olaka, thank you for being here. Samuel Olaka says the damage is too much to Nigeria. If people are prejudiced in their comments about some section of the country, the justification is highly necessitated. Atu Nigeria, go educate the North in your own platform. Okay. James Morgan, thank you very much.
Exactly.
James Morgan, thank you. It's good to have you on this broadcast. Thank you. Michael, thank you. Femi Bash, thank you. Doka Joy, thank you. Madam Rita, thank you. Each and every one of you, thank you very much. But honestly, Mr. Chooks, it's good to I don't know who else see from this point of view of mine. Really, how long, how much more? See, person where they bleed, where then they choke for different places. You go they bleed out and the blood go finish. How much more? We are bleeding. So if every time every time you look at this problem, it is tied to this place. Every time you look at this problem, it is tied to this place. We need to start asking ourselves question, right? Okay, what's happening? Every time they say go to the constitution, and they say the powers that be will not want to change the constitution. So please, please. All right. Thank you very much for having me on this broadcast, for being with me on this broadcast. Bella, Naomi, thank you for being here. Tunanja, thank you for being here. Want to be before asking our little sister. Dr. Alex Gomez, thank you very much for your submission. Please, who has unmuted your mic? Please do want to put your mic on mute. I'll come back to you, my amazing panelists. Please take out a minute to cool off. Dr. Gomez, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, my amazing panelists, please, let's keep it very civil and non-personal. Thank you, Dr. Gomez. Thank you to each and every one of you on this broadcast. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Collins, we'll have a go at you again.
Thank
final submission, please. This will be your final.
But Ima, you never give me the chance to talk, you know?
Have
I done mine?
Apologies. Okay, that's true. Okay. All right, Mr. Chooks. Let's go then. Let's go. Apologies.
Yeah, good afternoon once again. I'm sorry for my outburst, but it's if you have given your best to Nigeria, right, and you stay in this condition, you will be as angry as I am. I'm not saying this that I've done too much for Nigeria. No, I've said it here several times. What I wanted to be in Nigeria because of this same system. Because Tunaja might not understand why I keep getting angry. I don't supposed to be in Europe for system me out because I come from a particular section of that country. And you think that I don't know? When you do things by quota system, Tunaja, I tell you today, Igbos are the largest ethnic group in Nigeria. Go and do your research, okay? And yet, when it goes to taking people into the military, they tell me that I have a smaller quota system. Those are the kind of things we are talking about. Those are where my angers come from, because many of us are not allowed in the same country you call my country to do what I want to do. These are the kind of things that got me mad. It got me mad all the time. Because these people, we've been keeping quiet for a very long time. That they don't teach history in our schools doesn't mean we don't know what transpired from the 20s till date. All the statements. If you want, I start making all those statements here, and you tell me if it is normal. And because people are wiser today, getting up and saying no to this, it becomes a manga for you. This cannot continue to happen. Last time we did NSAS, the North is the South thing. What do you have to say about that? Is that the same country? These people you call leaders, they keep messing us up, rigging election as if it's a toilet paper. And you go around the world, they laugh at you, and you're thinking what a white man can come and do in the country. To hell with that. I better live in their condition than this condition I live on my own. This is why I'm still living in Europe. Because I swear not to take nonsense from my own home. Rather, I take it here. That is why I'm angry. I'm so angry. Because each time you come here to defend the indefensible, it makes me mad. It makes me real mad. I'm just advising you, please, take all this advice you are giving to us. Go first to that North. Educate them first. Educate them. Then they can come to us, we'll discuss. This same Shetima that they put forward to us today. Look at the kind of statement he made. Restructure my foot. And these are the kind of people you ask me to come and sit with. Because he thinks they own the Nigeria. That's why he can get up and make such a statement. Restructure my foot. And you don't see anything wrong with that. Because we say that they are rigging election and all, we are saying exactly what is happening. Then that makes you angry because the North is mentioned there. No, to Niger. That is unacceptable to us. We're not fools. I see you as a smart person, and that's why I'm advising you, please. I've said this here before. So many of us are doing so many things in our communities. It is not the same in your own community. That's why you don't know that. That's why you don't know. We are doing great things. So please, go and do great things. Educate them. Let them know that we are not fighting them. All we want is good life. And if they don't want good life, they can't hold us down anymore. That's what we're saying. And 2023 is that make or break to Niger. Nobody. None of us is ready to take this nonsense beyond 2023. Thank you, the moderator.
Yes, Mr. Chooks, none of us is ready to take this nonsense. Not anymore. Enough is enough. No, really. Enough is enough. Look, we are dealing with some group of people are there releasing people, to do this. You think those boys will go for nothing? Who sponsored them? Who is the politician? Who sponsored? Because of course they would have shared money, shared food. Do you know what it is to organize Alimajiri? Do you know what it is to organize them? Not all so expensive, but of course there has to be something in it. And how sure are we that these people are not kept in a house, feeding them, so that by that time these same people will be there for their votes to be casted? All right, Mr. Chooks, thank you for that. Okay, so let's go to our panelists to give their final submission. Each and every one of you on this broadcast, thank you very much. But please take out time to like the broadcast, Tumbok. Please take out time to like this broadcast. It's been a good broadcast. Take out time to like the broadcast. And as many that have supported us, now God bless each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you are yet to support, please take out time to support us. Thank you very much. Rita Adams says this struggle is not in the business of soft pedaling alone. Okay. Yes, Madam Rita, you have been touched. Bring it on, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. Thank you to Brandon and Nosiki. Thank you for being on here. Thank you, Bella Naomi. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Collins, let's have your final submission.
Yeah, thank you, Emma, for having me back. I want to say something. You know why Nigerians are angry in this election? Because every Nigerian is talking about the issues that affect Nigeria, because it affects every Nigerian. It's Nigeria first. So when people be talking about politics, that is when it got me offended. I don't like people when we are talking about issues that affect Nigeria, they apply politics in it. We have to start presenting Nigeria first before any other thing. Everything we've been saying here, people say we should get our facts right and we should make sure that whatever we are saying is correct. Every video you played here, I have correct facts. Everything I said in the note are facts. You can go and check it. I can even direct you. Go to Kebbi State in Mayama local government in Liba village community. Go there, you will get those facts right. Everything I said here is facts. Every video you played here is facts. So everything that we've been saying here is facts. I don't see how somebody say we should be rational. We should get our facts right. We shouldn't be saying things. Everything we've been saying here is facts. It's being verified. We are not even saying something that is not verified. Everything that been posting here is verified. And everybody that have said something here, one word or the other, said facts. So when people be talking about politics, that is what get me annoyed. Because when it comes to Nigeria at this time now, we have to talk about Nigeria first. Forget about your tribalism. Forget about wherever you come from. Present Nigeria first. Because it affects everybody. You can sit in UK and be enjoying yourself, drinking whatever you are caring for. People in Nigeria are dying. People are suffering. People are being killed. Look at the other sister. Now, the brother wants to go back to Nigeria, but he can't travel to Nigeria because he lost somebody there. She lost somebody there. So now, look at that fear and have deprived the brother to go back to Nigeria. So this is the situation we find ourselves. And when you come here to talk about it, people begin to talk about politics. Do you think we are talking about, if politics, do you think you see me here talking about politics? I have other things that I should be doing, something important to me. But I will leave it and come here because I want Nigeria to be. If Nigeria is good, it's gonna be good for everybody. So when we are talking about things that affect Nigeria, somebody should remove your political idea, your political brain, whatever you study, whatever you think is good for you. And now Nigeria is talking about things that affect Nigeria. We are talking about security, inflation, economy. Nothing is functioning. Everybody is affecting everybody. Are you in the north? Are you in the south? Are you in the east? Wherever you are, it affects you one way or the other. A bag of rice is almost 50,000. Most of us now is going to buy it to share most of our relation back in Nigeria. It's going to cost you a lot. We are going to buy tomatoes. You can't find it anywhere. People are going to feed this Christmas. So it's going to cost you a lot. So these are the things we are talking about. A rice that I used to buy 8,000, 12,000, you are now going to buy 50,000. So, and when you are talking about somebody say you should get your fire, you shouldn't be saying things that got people annoyed. What am I talking here that got you annoyed, or what concerns me, or what UK feel about me, or what America feel about me when I'm talking about things that affect Nigerians? I'm talking about to my fellow Nigerians. I'm not talking about to America here. I'm talking about things that affect my people. So I said this thing here, and I keep repeating it again. When I'm talking here, people should remove, if you are still having this, your political idea or your political ambition, please keep it for now. Let's finish this election 2023. Then you can now come 2027 to establish your political idea. Most of us that are kicking against everything that we are saying because they know once P2B are being installed, once Nigeria start functioning, one way or the other, they'll be eating from politics, stealing from politics is not going to be possible for them. And that is why you see them one way or the other, they will be coming as we want people to be. At the final of the day, you see them pushing their narrative. You will see them pushing their agenda, but they will present their affairs as we are obedient. They are not obedient. They are pushing to make sure that P2B did not come to power, because once P2B comes to power, people are losing their work. People are going to lose a lot of things. So that is why you see them put their agent in so many ways, trying to stop this movement to become a reality thing. But they were disappointed because everything is going to happen. Once people be elected, Nigeria is going to work for everybody. So if you are thinking because you have a political idea, you have your political ambition, please, when we vote P2B 2023, you cannot come back, and if you are ready to serve Nigeria, we can implore you. But now, Nigeria first. And everything we say here, nobody insult anybody. We are not insulting the Northerners. Every video that Emma played here now is what happened. Look at that video. That boy is even 6 years, even 7 years, but his vote. And this thing has been going on in the North, not that it started today or yesterday. This thing has been the pattern of politics they've been playing from day one. So when people call it out, I don't see anything wrong about it. When people say the reason we are Nigerians, when we see something like this, it's our duty to call it out. If we don't call it out, how can government be able to know that
Thank
things
you,
like
Mr.
this is going?
Collins.
Like Emma said here, somebody threw away about 60-something thousand voters card into USB. So if people did not video that in and show it, how can you know that something like that happened?
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Collins.
you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I was listening to this, but not from the beginning. I heard two Niger talking about fact and verification before we talk about some certain things. To Niger, I just want to make this clear to you that any single thing we present on this platform, I and my team, is verifiable. It's already verified. We don't just come on air to talk about anything in the sake of talking. We work with third-party, mainstream medias, classified platforms, informations, and the ones that the mainstream medias cannot bring in, we have video to back them up. For example, the one that Ima talked about, because you're talking about that we need to talk about facts. I was listening to you and waiting for you to address the man that was tied on the tree and killed. And they are waiting, they're asking the family to come and build the dead body with 10 million naira. I was waiting for you to address that. You didn't. That video is already circulating on WhatsApp. I'm going to post that on Niger Watch WhatsApp group. You know, it's gory. It's not a video that anybody want to say. All right. So this is something that is going on. These are things that you're supposed to address to Niger. And I want to pass blames to the panelists here. You know, I'm sorry that I have to pass blame to every one of you here, excluding Shooks Ibubweze. The reason why I'm excluding Shooks Ibubweze because he was the one that countered to Nigeria immediately. When you see somebody is saying something that is not contrary to our pains and our plight on this platform, you don't wait for them to finish their delivery. You counter them immediately because they are passing wrong informations to the people right there. To Nigeria, you cannot come here to say that we need facts to talk about this satanic government that will be ruling us, killing us from the day one they got into power. The situation of Nigeria right now is unbearable. Everybody is in pains, both the rich and the poor. Everybody is in pains. Kidnappers are not only kidnapping the rich, they are kidnapping the poor, kidnapping the rich, killing everybody at the same time. If we have to give any kind of credit to this government, to me, there's no, it's zero over zero. There's nothing you can give to this satanic government. Why must you come here and say we should verify? Verify what? You've been following us now for a while. Have you ever seen myself or any member of my team will come here with synthetic information? Any information we bring here, we back it up with legitimate platforms. We work with third parties.
Can I just
No,
respond
please hold on. Please
that?
don't interject me to Nigeria, please. We work with verified informations. The situation that Nigerians are facing right now, they don't want to hear your kind of deliveries. What they want to hear at this particular moment is how we can provide a solution to this situation. And the only situation right now, or the only way forward right now is Peter Obi, nothing else. Even me, myself, I will not support for Nigeria to continue like this. I will 100% support division if, God forbid, Tinubu Atiku emerge as the president of Nigeria. We can't continue like this. The Fulani herdsmen that is killing people, did you hear they are from Edo State or they are from Lagos State? It's obvious that these people, they want to Islamize Nigeria. So please, if you are talking about facts, then you have to address everything presented to you on this table. You cannot skip the man that was tied on the tree and killed. And you are talking about fact. I don't know the kind of fact that you are looking for. Thank you. Back to you, Iman.
All right, Mr. Niger, thank you for that. Okay.
Please, can I respond?
Oh, okay, Mr. Tunija, you wanted to, please, you have a minute for that, please. Thank you.
Yeah, regarding what I said about evidence, I said before we start generalizing, the reason why I came in, and I think we have to be careful when we start pointing fingers at me, because you have to be specific about what I was criticizing. I was criticizing generalizing that the entire North are backward. And
yes, I know, Mr. Tunija, you were talking about generalizing. When you finish talking about generalizing, why did you talk about the man that was tied on the tree? Why did you skip that?
You know why? You know why? I will answer that question directly. Do you know why I didn't talk about it? Because every time I come on this panel,
everything is what is happening in the North. That voting system is what is happening in the North.
Why
you
did
can't
you
say it's generalizing what is happening in the North. You can't tell me that such a thing don't happen in the North. It happens every part of the
hold on, Mr. Collins. Hold on, Mr. Collins. Please tell us why you skipped that.
Why I didn't address that point? One is partly when I heard it, I said, if I start again, they are going to be angry with me, because guess what? Whenever I complain about our lack of security constantly, and I have resolved that Nigerians are not awake to this problem until they are waiting for it to get worse.
Listen, Mr.
If anybody talks about our security, I'm the one that talks about it all the time.
We have a couple of broadcasts. Immediately this one finished, we have another broadcast, and we have another one again by 5. So we don't have a time to waste here. Ima is be so nice today. I can see she gave every one of you enough time to talk. Normally she don't do this. But one thing you must understand too, Niger, I value everybody on this platform equally. But one thing is that my agenda, my ideology, if you are not following my ideology here,
which is straight. My ideology here is a better Nigeria. I'm not here to give any kind of credit to satanic government that have been ruling us since God knows when. So if you are here to give credit to them, this is not the right platform. These people have caused us a lot of pain so much.
I didn't give credit to the
government.
You
always give credit to Nigeria. You always find one
defend them because you know that we are not to Nigeria. You should know better. To know we have never been here with fake informations. Everything we come here, we don't sleep. We work day and night to search, to do research for information to bring here for you guys. Because I know the people, my panelists here, many of them know better than me. Do you think I can come here to deceive them? So you cannot question my content or any content of my team. That we should not. Generalization is not even the issue here. You can't skip anything here. If we talk about the killings of the people, address it. If we talk about generalization, also address it. That's not a problem. But for you skipping the most important one and talking about generalization, then it doesn't make any sense to me, to Nigeria. Thank you. Iman, please round up. I have a broadcast immediately when you are finishing. And remember, we'll have a broadcast by 5 p.m. as well. I will expect you to round up the next 6 minutes. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Niger. All right. Mr. Gomez, thank you very much for your donation. And yeah, okay, then Brandon. Okay, let's move on with our final submission. I think, Mr. Collins, you gave your final submission already, right?
Wait until Mr. Niger wants to finish. So,
okay, so round off your submission then, please.
Because what I'm saying here, everything we'll be saying here is facts. Like Tuna just said, he used to say something. The problem I always have with him, see, every time I come into this platform, whenever he mentions something about government, he always finds something to defend them. Something to defend them.
Mr. Collins, please, let's stick to the topic. Let's stick to the topic. So, we have very limited time, please.
The topic I'm talking about here, everything I said here is facts. You can go and verify it. I already give you the state, give you the local government, give you the community. You can go and verify it. So I'm not lying. So that is what I want to say. Thank you.
All right, then Mr. Tunaija, let's have your final submission. Please just stick to the topic, please, briefly.
Yeah. And thank you for having me. And, as Mr. Niger said, you do give us ample time to debate. And we actually have sometimes more debate than we have in the other sessions. So I appreciate the work you are doing, Emma. I think that, the topics are very clear. The reason why I said what I said was because we were drifting into the north, and all I see is our people suffering, and we are all suffering. And I've had a lady that was calling out the Ajakuta steel plant issue. And she talked about how the DSS called her aside and told her, you know what, you are lucky you have not been arrested or even done away with like so and so politicians, because these things there are international governments involved. And this is something that she testified openly to just yesterday. And we have to understand that there are forces at play in our country. And when we start attacking ourselves, we forget that these forces are the ones reaping the benefits of our division. This is why I say, whenever we do this thing, we have to stop at the point whereby we Nigerians attack the government, attack whatever institution that are responsible for, like Inec, but don't make it about Nigerians. Thank you.
Mr. Tunaija, thank you very much. Mr. Chimaobi, let's have your submission. Mr. Chimaobi, I'm so sorry. Your network is not clear at all. Mr. Chooks, let's have your final submission, please.
Yeah, I just want to say, the family of the person that shot dead, I just send my condolence to them. This is what each and every one of us need to work hard to make sure we get all these evil people, no matter the region they come from, wherever they come from. We need to get them out of this place. We're Nigerians. We are tired of this. And as I speak, it's like I'm speaking the mind of all Nigerians. All of us are tired. What we're waiting today is 2023. Thank God 2023 is around the corner, because is it that they allow us to do the political revolution, or they want the violence revolution. They can choose one of this. I am not saying I am advocating a violence revolution, but I'm going to assure them we are tired. And if they cannot allow us to exercise our rights in the normal way, whatever happens, let them blame themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chooks. It was good to have you on the broadcast. To all of my amazing panelists, thank you for being on here today. To those on the comment section, it was fire for fire, and I say thank you. It is good to have each and every one of you. But nice, it's good to have you back on the broadcast. Please give us your final submission.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ima. I just want to throw this question open for everybody to answer. It's possible Mr. Najawash can still answer this question. If you guys are judge and they brought the 16 years to your presence to the court and said this 16 years raped a married woman and 70 other women, how are you going to judge that kind of case? Can anybody answer that question? Or as a judge, are you going to believe that kind of case?
It could be supernatural powers, but nice. You know, get waiting juju no fit do.
I not go believe I'm drag all those women to the court. Let them come and tell me how that happened. Especially
Mr.
the one that
Najawash.
said she discovered when it was done.
That one, and that one I funny pass. And that one funny pass. Mr. Najawash.
Believe that one.
All right, I don't think it's still on here, but better nice. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you to each and every one of you. All right, brother nice. You still want to go on?
No, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you.
All right, so thank you to each and every one of you, to my amazing panelists, and to those on the comment section. Thank you very much for your time on here today. God bless each and every one of you for the donations. Also, God bless you twice as much. Thank you very much. I look forward to having each and every one of you tomorrow for a newspaper review. Do well to join us today by 5 p.m. For the discussion. Yes, do well to join us by 5 p.m. Thank you very, very much. Running off now. I'll see you tomorrow. I actually look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Do well to turn on your notification bell, and I beg, make you try to support us on our every broadcast. Thank you very much. A big thank you to each and every one of you. Mr. Insibidi, salute to you, shout out to you. I'll see each and every one of you tomorrow. Until then, bye for now and stay safe. And please, all eyes on Inec. All eyes on Inec. This fight, we'll fight it to the end. Please, all eyes on Inec. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.